What up, y'all? We're back. The Imperfect Action Show, episode 52. And man, it's been a journey, man, on the way to 100 episodes. And on this particular episode, I had to get somebody that I've been tracking down for a while. I had to get him on the podcast to talk a little bit about him. I got my guy Ethan Duran on the podcast, man. What's up, bro? How's everything?
Yo. What's going on, bro? Thanks for having me, Brendan.
100%. So this episode, we're gonna talk about how you get into it in exotic cars, how you've been able to run up some numbers in exotic cars. But before we get into that, what I like to do is I'm gonna text my community real quick, let them know that we're on live. There's a couple people that just started jumping on. So why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, a little about your story and what you actually do.
For sure. What's up, guys? Ethan Duran here. I'm the king of sort of car rentals, just like that. I started when I was like 19 years old, and we're running up right now with about 87 cars in the U.S., Miami, L.A., New York, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. We got cars in Scottsdale. We got cars in Atlanta. We got cars in Pittsburgh, cars all over Orlando, Tampa, and we're taking over every single state. So with this podcast, hopefully you learn something about sort of car rentals, how you can make some money with your current vehicle. And not have to worry about a payment every single month, and instead, have something that's gonna make you a little bit of money.
So, bro, how did you jump into it? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they're like, should I start? Should I just run up this credit card and just get my first car, have a payment, juggle that, throw that on Toro? How did you get started?
So believe it or not, the way I think this story is like posted in multiple places already, but to keep it short, basically, I had a Lambo Urus myself, and I couldn't afford the car. So I went trying to look for somebody that could buy it for me, so I could get top dollar, right? So I had cashed out on the car, and I needed to get rid of it. With that being said, like I couldn't just go to the dealer and take a price for it. I would have lost too much money. Like I really needed every single dollar that would come from the car. So somebody recommended me somebody that would buy the car. I went and saw the car. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna buy it. Give me a few days." Start up. He called me up one weekend. He said, "Yo, I got a deal for you." I'm thinking it's a sale. Turned out it was a rental. He's like, I'm gonna give you $4K for 4 days."
Mm.
I thought about it a little bit. I was living in a 1 bedroom in LA with my girl, and we were in the couch watching TV, and I was like, "Babe, you think I should do this?" She goes, "Fuck it, why not? It's some money, just do it." So I'm like, "All right, you know what? I'm gonna do it." It's Thursday. So the car came back Monday, cleaner than I gave it to him. I had 4K. I was happy. So next weekend came about, and he hit me up again. "Y'all got a deal?" I'm like, "All right, finally, I'm gonna sell this car. I need more than 4K right now."
This is the same dude.
Same dude. He goes, "I'm gonna give you 4K for 4 days." I was like, all right. By the way, bro, I have a C43 that I just bought brand new, right? I have it was 2018, and I had a 2019 joints. So I was like, I got C43, and I got a Porsche M18. He was like, "All right, just give me all three. I'll give you like 7,400." He gave me for all three for 4 days. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, take that shit." So I made 7,400 that weekend. Again, Monday, all cars came back cleaner and better than I gave it to him. So no problem there. Third weekend comes around. This is BET Awards weekend. You're in LA. You know how crazy BET Awards weekend get. It gets stupid. It gets really, really stupid. So he hits me up and says, "Yo, I'm gonna take all your 4 cars." And I tell him, "Yo, bro, I'm a car guy. All my friends have nice cars. They live in the building. They make way more money than me, but they have nice cars, and they trust me heavy. So if you want, I can ask him to give them to me, and I'll give it to you, and I'll make a little money on top." He goes,
So
"All
at
right."
this point, you still wasn't really thinking about renting really like that.
Nah. I was,
your
bro.
mind ain't really shift yet.
No. At this point, I'm hustling. I'm just trying to make money. You know what I'm saying? I gotta deal with this car. I got mad stuff going on. I'm like, I'm just hustling. You know what I'm saying? I had a, because I was like 19, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I was spending OD money. So I moved to LA, leaving New York, and I was basically spending everything I had left on dumb shit. Cause it was my birthday when I bought the Urus, right? It was like a few days after my birthday. You ever had those birthdays where you're just like not happy? Like no matter what you do, you're not happy. I went to Vegas with my girl, and bro, I spent like 20,000, and I just wasn't happy. Like I really just couldn't get myself to be happy. So I always wanted a fucking Lambo. I just did that on an emotional trigger, not because I was ready for it,
Yeah.
So when it came time to sell it, it's like I need to sell it. So at this point, I'm just trying to like hustle, get my money back and working at JP Morgan Chase every fucking day. So the third weekend comes around though. This is life changing. Because I tell them about all my friends' cars. I tell all my friends, like I've been telling them for like a week or now, "Yo, this dude rented my car out. He gave me 4K first week, second week, he gave me $1,700. I mean, sorry, 7K. And they're like, that's crazy. So the third weekend, I tell him about him, and he goes, yeah, tell all your friends to give me their cars, or like give it to me. So it was Thursday. I called off Friday, um, and literally called up from work. I told my girl to like just help me out, deliver all this cars. She was even in her garage. She was like there with me, supporting me, type shit. And I gave him all my cars, and I gave him a bunch of my friends' cars, all the way until Saturday at 2 a.m. I was just driving from my house and my friend's house to him to give him the cars, give him the cars. So that weekend, I made like over 14K. That weekend alone, BT Awards weekend, I made 7,400 of my cars and like another fucking 7K or more from my friend's car. So I was like, oh, this is a real business. Now
Mhm.
I'm really making more than I'm making at the bank.
Got the
Mind
job,
you,
yeah. Sure.
exactly, mind you, Monday to Thursday before he picks up the car from me, I'm pulling up to the bank where in a brand new bright yellow Urus with red interior, and the highest advisor there had a 7 Series. So I'm like, yeah, this is not where I'm supposed to be. You know, if you have the nicest car in the lot where you're working at, you got to go somewhere else, right?
100%. Yeah.
So I go to him and I'm like, yo, bro, honestly, I have really good credit. I got this cash flow coming in. I can pull cars left and right. Da, 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 you know what I'm saying? I've always been good with credit. I've always been trying to, get my credit right. My mom taught me the very, very, very best how to do my credit when I was like 16, 15. Like she gave me credit cards, she gave me all that stuff. So my credit was good. And I already had borrowed some money for like, little like fix and flips and shit. So I had the history already there. And I went ahead and he said, yeah, bro, let's do that. So literally next day, I quit my job. I didn't even put it in 2 weeks. I just like, fuck this. I'm not coming here no more. And I started just focusing on renting these cars. Think about like 2 weeks went by, and homeboy comes to me and tells me, "Yo, let me get like a unit in your building. Can you sign for me?" I'm like, "What the fuck you mean sign for you?" I
This the same, still the same dude.
Yeah, same dude, mind you. I never questioned him once when I gave him my car, anything like that, because he always came and pulled up in Ferraris, Rolls Royces, S classes, like a bunch back to back, and a whole entourage of kids are driving for him. You know what I'm saying? Dropping off, picking up for him. So I'm like 19 years old, bro. So I'm just like, yo, if I piss this guy off or even question him on some weird shit, he might not fuck with me no more. I'm broke again. So I
Yeah.
don't even question him. I'm just like, whatever, boom. But like after like the third or fourth week went by, he asked me to like co-sign for him for the building. I'm like, what the fuck you mean co-sign for you? I mean for a unit in my building. I'm like, what the hell? And then mind you, I also like I've been from at this 4 weeks, I've been out with them multiple times. I've seen this guy in one day rack up like, bro, like 50, 60K in one day of rentals. So I'm thinking this guy's lit. I'm trying to be like him. So I'm gonna stay with him. I'm gonna buy cars. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna make mad money. So when he asked me for that, I'm like, yo, why don't you just go get your own? Why do you ask me to sign for you? He's like, oh, my credit's not it right now. It's really bad. He's a little older too. He's like 50 something. I'm 19 or like, I don't know. Yeah, he was like 50 something. So I'm like, I started thinking, I'm like, what the fuck? How you got all these cars if your credit is not it, right? Ain't no way he's cashing out for them. So then I start hearing from the drivers that work for him, that pick up my car, give it to him, all that stuff, that they pick up mad cars from hella people's house. So then I found out those cars that I've seen him with are never his. They were never his, and he was charging 1,500 on my car and giving me 1,000. I thought he was a genius. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this guy's making 500 a day on something that's not his. This dude is the real deal. This guy knows how to make money. So I'm just like, you know what? I used to run a real estate business in New York before I came to LA, the hardest fucking city where you can do anything. Where like, if you're not coming with something to the door, that's just getting shut on you. Nobody listens to you. Nobody cares to listen to anything in New York. You know what I'm saying? You either got it or you don't. In
That's
LA,
true.
people will chit chat. People will chit chat whether you have it or you don't. So I'm like, if I did that shit in New York, I can do a car rental business here. So boom, I kept renting my cars with him, but I did my own stuff and I made him pay me. And I raised my price to him too. It's like, you guys give me 1250 now. I raised my prices. I didn't know about deposits. I started taking deposits. I learned from a few people here and there. My experience, realistically, bro, like I'm so new. I wasn't doing insurance checks, wasn't doing nothing. God, to this day, God looked out for me. He didn't have any accidents while I was learning, no injuries, no death. You know what I'm saying? If any of that stuff had happened when I first started, I would not be here today. I'd be either in jail or with like 5 million in debt. You get me? Because I wasn't doing the agreements. I wasn't doing the insurance checks. I didn't know. I was learning. So I thank God to this day
Yeah.
for bringing all my cars back in safe, sound condition, and everybody in them home back to their house in safe conditions, because I didn't know what I was doing back then. But then, little by little, I learned. I got my money up. The Urus, bro, first month on my own, I shit did like 40, 50 racks. So
Mm.
I was like game changing for me. I grabbed that money, put it into a Huracan. I bought a white Lamborghini Huracan convertible, rented that out 24/7. But ended up with that. After like a few months, I met some dudes in the building that they're from the UK. They couldn't get cars like that, but they were in the city and they wanted to have some they wanted to have something nice to drive. So I was like, look, I'm gonna pull out cars for you guys. You guys pay me monthly, bro. We're going on 3 years now. I have 37 cars with those UK guys on a monthly tip where my payment is anywhere from $700 to $1,400, and they pay me anywhere from 3,500 to 8,500 every single month. That check comes in from them.
And they're
3,500.
renting and they're renting them cars from you, so they ain't got to go to the dealer.
It's
They just
monthly.
go
It's
straight to
monthly. In their head, that's their shit. As long as they pay
you.
me that note, is their shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool with me because they get to have what they want. And it's relationship building.
Yeah.
That's $100,000 a month that comes in, no matter what. And he's been coming in for the last 2.5 years. You get me? And it's
Yep.
lit. And I build a relationship with his clients. Because yeah, they don't have socials, they don't have things like that, but we built a relationship enough to like, yo, Ethan, I want a Lambo, I want to buy it. I'm all right, cool. Look, I'll buy it for you. Pay me this every single month. Once we get to this amount, is yours. Like
Yep.
obviously, it's still under my name, stuff like that, right? So that on the back end is amazing money. In the front end, I'm doing rentals every day, 1,200, 1,300, 1,500 every single day. Money's coming in like crazy, bro. I'm
So we
fucking.
got we got a quick question from somebody from the community. So Whitney's asking,
Where they at? Where they at? Oh, I see them. I see them. I
oh,
see
you
them.
see it right there? Yeah. So Whitney's asking, what was this private rental? So I think she's listening to the story, but trying to understand the strategy.
What do you mean by private rental? Like rental as from direct customer rental from me to the client?
Yeah.
1,000%. I did Turo for a little bit. Horrible company. Here's why you don't want to use Turo. Let me say this real quick. We'll get it out right. But you don't want to use Turo. Number one, to take 30% of your profits. Number two, you're not building a real fucking business. All you have is cars, and Turo has the business. So if
Mm.
Turo goes to shit one day, guess what? You have all these cars and zero fucking clients. I can turn around right now and sell my company, my brand, my cars, and my clients for a big, big, big price point, right? You can't do that because all you have is cars and Turo is renting that out to you. So you're not building anything. All you're doing is building Turo. You're not building yourself at all. Number two, if a car accident happens with Turo, they are the ones that pay for the damages and anything that happens. You use Turo's insurance. With that being said, they don't want to pay you, bro.
Yeah, they
They don't
don't.
want to
Want
pay. They
no
don't want to
problem.
pay nobody. So all you're gonna get is whatever the amount is to fix the car, and that's it. With that being said, you made a payment on a car that you didn't drive, it didn't make you any money for however months it's in the shop being fixed. Right? For my company, we do a full round of claims where if a client crashes my car, we go ahead and we make the property claim so we can go ahead and get the car fixed. We make a loss of income claim so we get paid from the insurance every single day the car is not rented or is in the shop or is unable to be rented. I make a depreciation claim, so I get paid for the car losing value now if I choose to keep it, if it's not a total loss, right? And just like that, we keep on making those claims to make it worth it for us if something like that happens. Turo, you cannot do any of that. You have no control over your asset. You really just have a car and you let Turo borrow it. You let say, hey Turo, here, make money. You're whoring it out to Turo. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. So
And
with that being
you're
said,
not getting that. You're not getting our customer data neither. So like you said,
you're
you
getting
can't
nothing.
build.
You're getting nothing.
You
You're
can't
not
build
building
that
nothing.
relationship.
You have no control over your assets, still a liability, right? Cars are liabilities until you turn them into assets with the right proper tools. And so you can do that, you're literally just having liabilities. Giving it to Turo is still a liability. Something happens, you're paying for that car.
Yeah, that's crazy. So one of the questions I want to ask. So thinking
Right,
back and
right.
listening to so listen to your story. You had that shift in your mindset. So when you had that shift in your mindset, you was like, "Yo, this is really a play right now. I could really start running it up. I could quit my job." Where did the motivation come from for you to actually go hard at it? Did you always have it, or like what was it that kind of like changed and got you to go all the way in?
Now, I always had it. Once I always had it because, like, when I was like 15, 16, I did a bodybuilding competition. I was trying to be like one of those athletes on Instagram for like Gymshark. I did
Yeah,
that. Then I did, yeah, I did, I opened up my own clothing brand, Fire Athletics, RIP. That shit made me no money.
yep,
Then in New York, I was a real estate agent. That's my own business. Real estate agents, you don't have a boss. You literally only get what you put in. I burnt out though on that. That's why I went to LA. So when I was working for JP Morgan Chase as a financial analyst there, it was really like something I didn't want to do but had to do. You know, I was just like, okay, what did I do now? It was kind of like I need something to give me money until I figure out what to do next. The one thing I learned about business though is you need money. Just like you need to
Mhm.
have that breakthrough, right? Once you have that breakthrough, because you can have a billion ideas, but until you have some cash, some money, something here to show for it, right? It's very hard to do more. So it's like once I had money coming in, bro, forget about it. Now I'm a real entrepreneur. Now I'm real life entrepreneur because everything I think about doing, I can fund, I can do. I don't have to go ask around. I don't have to go, pitch around, ask my mom, ask my dad, ask my fucking grandma, let me get 2K, let me get 1K to start this, right? Now I'm a real life entrepreneur because I fucking put up my own money and I risk my own money and I make my ideas come to life. You get me?
Yep, 100%.
So that's
So
definitely
what?
one thing I learned from that.
Yeah, I like how you said that too. Like, you can have all the ideas, but until you had a breakthrough, you got some cash coming in. Like all the ideas are literally just gonna be ideas. You're gonna be like stretched thin trying to make them happen. And if you get
Correct.
one popping, but you don't got the cash flows coming in, it's gonna be hard to really grow that, right? So if you're looking to
Correct.
grow your brand exposure or develop your business, that's gonna be difficult. If especially if you don't got credit, because you can't even leverage the credit cards. But if you don't have the revenue coming in, it's gonna be
Mhm.
hard for you to do that.
Yeah.
So when
Whitney likes to like asking questions today. How would you
yeah,
start
yeah.
and start a car rental business? Where would you get clients? I mean, that's Brandon's question right there. He's a marketing genius. You know what I'm saying? Brandon, how would you get clients if you started a car rental business today?
So if I started a car rental business right now, one of the main things I would do if I have a car. Well, first of all, I like to take imperfect action. So
You can rent your Tesla, bro. Your Tesla could be making you 7, 8 bands right now.
100%. Well, right now it's getting wrapped. So when it comes back, we'll do that, right?
Oh,
but,
for
but
sure.
but but one of the first things I would do is start. I would tell everybody about what I got going on. So whether I'm online, I got numbers on my phone, I got an email list. I would start leveraging other people's platforms. I'll let everybody know what I have going on. And even if I don't have the car, I could be like, yo, this is about to happen. This is coming up, so you can get on my waiting list. I will start developing that list to get people ready to rent this car that I have coming out, or these cars that I have coming out. If I
1,000.
didn't have a car and I knew I had a car coming, I would literally go find that car that I was going to use and just start creating content around that car.
All right, so Whitney, let me tell you something. You asked the wrong question. Asking where would you get clients is the wrong question. And when people ask me that question, I tell them, listen, you're not ready for anything right now. Because getting clients is the easiest fucking thing in the world. Let's break down numbers real quick. If you have a Lambo here in New York City, that Lambo rents out for $1,800 a day, right? The payment is going to be anywhere from 33 to 4,000 a month. With that being said, if the car goes out 2 days, you have your payment. 3 days, you have your insurance and parking. So 3 days is all you need. Now, when you ask me how would I get clients, I think to myself, how come instead you're not thinking, how would I get this car? Because for sure, I'm gonna convince three motherfucking people to get this goddamn thing for a day, right?
Mm,
Think about this. You have Instagram, you have friends, like Brandon said, you have email lists, you have so many things. You're telling me you can't get three people to rent this car from you? Where would you get clients? We live in 2022. Just post a picture, go on TikTok, make a new account, and post a car up and say it's available for rent.
yep,
Somebody will hit you up.
100%.
And if somebody doesn't hit you up, you're doing something wrong. Post it 5 more times, 6 more times. Something is coming,
Yeah, yeah.
because the
So
only leads you get in is from what you put out. If you put one video up and you get one lead and you want 30 leads, okay, you gotta put 30 fucking videos up, right?
yep,
If you're getting if you're getting one lead for 3 videos, okay, you gotta put 3 videos a day for 30 days to get 30 leads. Whatever
yep,
has to be done, how many emails you're sending out, how many text messages you're sending out, how many stories you're putting up, how many reels are you doing. Content is power. And guess what? It's a snowball effect. So whatever you're working on today, you might not get result for it today, but guess what? Somebody might see the video you post 3 months from now and
yep,
see the video you just made today and be like,
yep,
yeah, I like that video more, and go ahead and off the rip hit you up for the hey, I want that car,
100%.
and be creative too. You can just expect people to just hit you up, hey, I want a car. Be creative, give them a reason why, right? Because you're asking these people to pay you $1,800 a day for a car. Why are they gonna do it? Yo, Brandon, bro, what's your birthday? It's coming up soon. Yo, rent my car, pop out. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, you got an event coming out soon? Yo, rent my car, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put your logos all over it, do your thing. Yo, B, what's going on? It's your kid's birthday. Pick him up in school in my Ferrari, bro. Give people reasons to do it, right?
Yep.
The great thing about sort of car rentals too is like, bro, everybody wants a fucking Lambo, you know, everybody wants a Ferrari, so you don't have to do too much selling. You just gotta give people a reason to actually do it, you know. One thing that I always tell all my students is people think sort of car rentals is like I gotta get new clients every single day, but it's actually the opposite. If you get 10 good clients and you have one car, you're booked out all month. Because those
Hmm.
same 10 clients are going to get addicted to the feeling of being in that car, popping out in that car, going to that place in that car, and they're going to keep on reaching out back to you ever again. Right? Whether they're in for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I do yearly fucking deals. I'll do a yearly lease for $150,000 all up front. Right? But here's the story I tell everybody else. I'll have one client come in, right? Let's say this client has a 5K budget every let's say every
Sound like Whitney need to get the course, bro. You know what I'm saying?
we gotta get the mentorship. You gotta do agreements.
You gotta get the course right now.
You gotta do agreements, Whitney. You gotta do agreements. Keep yourself protected. But look, let's say this guy's spending let's say he's saying 5K every 2 weeks at the club, right? He goes to the club, he gets a bottle service, he pops it out, boom, spends 5 grand. Now that guy comes to me, yo, E, I want a car before I pull up to the club. He'll come get the car. Now that he does the same thing again, his whole experience is different. He pulls up in a Lambo, he parks in the front, everybody see him, he leaves in the Lambo. After he has that experience, he's not gonna want to go to the club again without that Lambo.
Without that
It's not
experience.
gonna feel the same because he's
Yep.
gonna walk out like a regular person. He's gonna come in like a regular person and do his line. You know, life is fucked up, but it's the truth. You know, that is an attention grabber. You can have an iced out watch, bro, and people won't care. You come in a Lambo and they're like, "Yo, who is that? Justin Bieber? Who's that?
Yeah.
Drake?" When you get out and the realize it's not Drake or Justin Bieber, like,
They're
who
gonna be
is
like,
that?
yo, what
I
does he
wonder
do?
what he does. Yeah, what does he do? What does he do? He got that. You know, our watch doesn't do that. Chains don't do that. People see diamond chains and watches, they think it's fake. I'm gonna be
Yep.
real. They think that car, you can't fake that. So now
And
it becomes
the thing about that too, I think real quick, like if someone like you said, if you just grabbed a car, you didn't have no clients, but you had the asset, you could literally just do a round that weekend to the club, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you would literally pick up clients and you would literally build relationships. Cause
one
like you
thousand
said,
percent, one
everyone's gonna be like, yo, who's this dude? What you got going on? Yo, the
thousand
amount
percent.
of people that you would probably meet, you could literally go to 2 or 3 clubs in every single night just to meet people, rack them up, and then follow up with them like the next days or so and say, hey,
Right.
bro, listen, you want to rent this car? This
Bro,
car's available.
the club will give you a free table just to park your car up front because that lets everybody else around know big spenders come here. Right?
100%.
So I can tell you how many times clubs in LA pay me, yo, bring 4 cars, park them up front, table on us, drinks on us, you know? Because then now they're like, yo, there's mad people there that got bread. We gotta go there. That's what they tell us that's time to go. Meanwhile, it's really all my cars up front, you know? And
Yeah, 100%.
uh yeah, and then you can do multiple things like that. You can go to a restaurant. Hey, what's going on? What day you guys pop in? Sundays? You guys do brunch on Sundays? Let me put my cars up front, make you guys look fire. I'll put some rent me signs, you know?
Yep.
A lot of ways to market. You gotta get with Brandon for that though. He's a marketing genius. Come on.
Yeah. When did you decide, bro, to take the talents online and create a program, man? Because like, when I went on one of the sites and I was looking at the story, looking at everything, I'm like, man, this is amazing for people that want to go through. They don't gotta do the same pitfalls that you had when you started,
Yeah,
like no agreements, operating on hope, operating on faith. So when did you
correct.
decide to put the course together to help other people?
Bro, I was convinced. This was I want to say 2 years ago. My videographer at the time, he used to work before he was working for me. He was working for this ecom dudes, and ecom course was a shit back then. He
Yep.
goes, "Yo, Ethan, make this course. I'm gonna film it for you. We'll do it all, put it up live." And I was like, "Fuck no." People that sell courses, they don't make money. They just cap about doing the business. Like I'm one of those guys who was like, if you really make money, why the fuck you selling a course, bro? Like I don't get it. I'm busy. I don't want to film no course. So he convinced me, bro. He's like, bro, you got all the cars, you got everything. Like it's super easy for you to do it, and you don't know how many people you're gonna help out. Just fucking do it. So I'm like, all right, bet we'll do it. I did it. We filmed the videos like super quick, put it up online. First month, like 20 something thousand dollars came in. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I don't give a shit. Second month, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Um, and then after some time, I met this dude, Kier, and he was like, "Bro, you're doing it wrong. You gotta like make the course build more for you, right? So don't just sell the course, build a platform." So I'm like,
Hmm.
"Okay, cool. Let me see how I can do this." So like then I built the program. I redid the videos, right? I did everything, and then I built it to be a place for me and all my students to make money together. Because the main thing that
Yep.
I had when I started was access to cars to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was making, 40, 50K of my own cars, but then I was making 80K of my friends' cars first few months. You get me? Or
Yep.
money of the cars. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me not only give you the from A to C how to start your own, but let me give you access to all my cars for all your clients. Matter of fact, right now we have
That,
over,
that's
we have,
that's ultimate leverage right there, bro.
bro, you're getting millions of inventory, millions of inventory, and then we have over 500 students right now in the Facebook group. My Facebook group is a fucking money machine, bro. Every day, I need this Huracan for this day. I need that. I need that. I got this available for this day. What's up, guys? You joined the group. Got off the phone with Ethan. I'm buying this car tomorrow. Putting it in front for you guys. Yo, what's up, guys? What cars you guys need? Yo, I got a client flying in here. I don't got cars there. Who got cars there, bro? Deals every day. I make money all day with my students. Like, basically created the ultimate broker platform of cars for me and my students to just consistently make money, make money. What some people come into my program, bro, and I swear to God, God strike me down if I'm lying. They're making $100,000 a month and they don't even rent their own shit. One of my really good friends, I shout him out, Rodrigo. I forgot his company name, but his name is Rodrigo Ruiz. That dude has a Urus that's his. He used to rent it out. Everything else he rents out. He makes over 100 bands a month on shit that's not his. That's ultimate leverage. The
Yeah,
smartest thing
that's
in the
ultimate
world.
leverage right there.
Yeah, bro. Literally, he won't even rent his baby out. He tells me sometimes, yo, I rent it out for 4 days to make my payment. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
A
saying?
friend of mine told me the same thing. He bought a Huracan, and he was
Okay.
like, "Yo, I love this Huracan, but like I don't want to pay for it." So he literally just got another one and just rents that one out, so it pays for both the
Mhm.
cars. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%. One Lambo, bro,
Yeah,
in New York, one Lambo makes anywhere from 30K in a regular month to 54,000 in like a crazy month. You get me? So one Lambo can make how many fucking payments for you? You get me?
yeah,
The one thing that I want everybody that's watching it now and watching it later on YouTube to understand is that, guys, money is supposed to be working for you. You're not supposed to be working for your money. So people break their back, their necks, their whole everything. So you just like in one day have that Lambo. They break everything. They work 9 to 5 to 12, whatever, to get this fucking Lambo. Meanwhile, I'm making the Lambo work for me, bro. It's a big difference. I'm here on freaking Brandon podcast speaking to you guys while my cars are outside making me money. My phone's ringing. I'm getting text. Yo, this car's going to go out from my team that automate the whole thing. You get me? So those cars that people break their backs for working, I got those cars breaking their engines for me,
yeah,
making
100%.
me bringing me money. That's real life, guys. That's what you want to be doing. Don't be a slave. Make those things a slave to you. Understand the difference, right? Money's supposed to make you money. You're not supposed to be working for money. Make money a slave.
Yeah, money is really just energy. It's a tool, so you should 100% be utilizing that so you can actually do the things that you want to do and have that money working for you.
That's
Whitney got another question. I think she need to get the course. She's like, "How do you go about getting the cars?"
Hey man, that's the secret Ethan Duran sauce. You get me? Now, right, it really all depends. It all depends on the time and the place. Like before COVID, getting cars was a completely different story. After COVID, right now, or during COVID, was a different story as well. Getting them right now, kind of after COVID, is still kind of happening. It's all different, right? Good thing about me, and then when you go into my program, is that we have connections with all the private banks. Because a lot of banks they don't like sort of car rentals. So let me tell you guys right now, a little tip: if you want to do car rentals, do not use Ally Bank. They will just take your car back. But a lot of private banks they don't mind. So when you're doing everything right, especially if they know you're working with me, it's very easy. They'll give you that loan, right? But you gotta have those connections. You gotta nurture that up, and credits on the whole thing there that goes to the mix. But we deal with all of that. I mean, I'm about to post a video on my Instagram maybe like 3 4 days from now. One of my students that started, it took him 2 months, but he came in with a 500 credit score. In about 2 months, I shut that up to 790, and got him a brand new CA Corvette. I'm gonna be posting that soon. It's a pretty fire story. Just nonetheless, like 500 credit score to a brand new $100 CA in like 2 months is different. But that's something we do inside my program.
So if people want to jump inside the program, if they want to tap in with you more, if they want to figure out how they can do the game like you're doing the game and avoid some of the pitfalls, how can they tap into the program?
Hey, you go ahead, shoot me a DM. Go ahead, go to startacardintoacademy.com. Mate, you can't buy my program, right? Like, there's one thing that I've made very clear to everybody. You can't just go on the website, swipe your card, buy the program. You can't do that. Because if it's not a good fit for you, I don't want you to put your money in here, you know? So you have to go through a mandatory phone call and have one of my guys, see if it's a good fit for you. And there's certain keywords that I have in there that I'm like, yo, if you hear this, decline. Literally tell them straight up, no, you can't do this. So it's not even all about having money, having good credit, none of that stuff. It's really just being ready to make this work for you. Because the one thing I don't want is fucking fail stories. I just want success stories. You
Yep.
get me? And I don't really make that much money from the initial investment. Whatever you invest in really goes right back into you. I'll make my money from making deals with you every single day, whether it's you renting out my cars, me renting out your car, whatever it is. That's how I make money. That's forever money. That's money that I can depend on. That's money that my kids can depend on because we do that every single day, every week, every single month. You get me?
So you're looking for people with the right mindset to
You gotta
partner.
have the right mindset. You gotta be ready to go. You
All right,
have to
bro.
be
Look,
1,000% ready to go.
I really, really appreciate you taking the time. I like to keep the Imperfect Action Show episodes at 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? To respect the
For
guest time. You gave so much game, bro. If anyone's watching right now live, I know we got almost like I think there's 10 people on right now that are watching live at the moment. If you got any final questions for Ethan, drop them in the chat. What I'm gonna do below, I'm
Don't
gonna
be
drop
shy. Come on, let's get it. Don't be shy. Get the
I'm
question
gonna
from me.
drop down his Instagram right now. If you got any questions at all while we got him on the line, drop the questions in the chat below because he obviously is gonna give you all of the sauce right now. If you want to follow him, I just put the Instagram right there. I am Ethan Duran. There it is right there in the chat. So what's next, bro? This is my question for you. You got the course rolling, you got the cast rolling in, you got the cars all over the country. I know you talked about doing a couple of the JVs earlier. I think I heard you mention that in different states and stuff like that. So what do you feel like is going to be the next thing for you to shoot for, whether it's this year or next year?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm taking over the U.S. I want cars everywhere over the U.S. I want Corsa to be number one all over the U.S. I'll go international. Like London's a really good market. I want to go there. I'm not really trying to do anything new besides what I'm already doing. One thing that I do have on the works is I may be buying a plane soon. Charter that out. And see where it goes. Like I said, money makes more money, so I just find more ways to double my money. Find your doubles, right? If you can make 10K, 20K, now you gotta do the same thing with 3 million, 4 million, double that 3 million, double that 10 million. So I just find my doubles. And one thing about being in the knowledge, me and Brandon, we tapped in now. So it's like if he finds a double, he's gonna call me, yo, Ethan, we got this double. If I find a double, I'm gonna call Brandon, yo, Brandon, what I'm saying? I got this jet. We need 100 bands. Pull up 20. He's like, I got you. So it's very important to grow your network
On your
because that
relationship?
your relationships that what I'm saying will give you whenever you want to make a deal happen and maybe you don't want to fully leverage yourself out, you can bring in people that want to make money with you, and boom, you got a business there. So
100%.
next, definitely, I think just keep taking over state by state, little by little, buying more cars left and right.
Woody asks, what car are there any cars to stay away from?
I stay away from sky packs. You can take them though. Some people make a lot of money. One of my students has like three of them, and he makes mad money. I personally stay away from sky packs. I don't like the Bentley Flying Spur. Any car that has a large front end, they tend to get more accidents. So, example, the Lamborghini Aventador, the front is too big. People don't account for it and end up crashing it a lot. The AMG GT, same thing. The front end is too big, so they end up crashing it a lot. So any car with a front end, you might want to chill out with those. If you're buying a Lamborghini or anything like that, buy all-wheel drive. So instead of buying a 580, get a 610. Make sure you get all-wheel drive, especially if you're in a city that snows or rains a lot, right? And number two, not staying away from cars, but staying away from clients. Learn how to say no. Okay, learn how to say no. The biggest power that I have is that if I don't feel comfortable with the client or my team doesn't like the client for whatever reason, we say no, and guess what? We're happy. We don't mind the car sitting, and we don't mind waiting for the next client to come in. So learn to say no, not be money hungry a little bit, but not enough where you put yourself in a bad situation. So say no to certain clients.
Yo, the gems, all the whole podcast has been
Come
gems,
on.
bro. Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
I want to thank you, man. Thank you for coming
Thanks
on.
for having me, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
100%. I know. We try to make it happen for a little bit. So you know what it is. We just stay on it. We make it happen when time aligns and stuff like that. So, any final words for the people?
Hey man, chase your dreams, stay consistent, don't fucking give up, you know? You may be trying 100 days, 101 days is maybe all you need. Maybe it's 102. It's that one day that you least expect it where shit comes, where soul comes. So keep going, don't give up. If you give up, that's when you really lose. You never lose until you give up.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the Imperfect Action Show. Make sure you follow my guy Ethan Duran at I am Ethan Duran. And if you're interested in jumping in the game, you want to apply to join this program, make sure you hit him in the DM. There's a link in the bio. Make sure
Shoot
you
me a follow.
don't say the wrong word, yo. Don't say the wrong word.
Shoot me a follow. Reply to my DM. Reply to my DMs. You know, just interact with me. I don't really care whether you spend money with me or not. Just go ahead and show me some love. I always help as much as I can. So be on there. Brandon,
All
thanks
right,
for having me, brother.
all right, man.
Peace.
Appreciate you. Peace.